Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about what's going on today with our COVID-19. The main reason why I chose to talk about this topic is just because of what's going on today. I know that many people are, having different health issues because of this. They're really taking this really serious and whatnot. But I feel like we need to take a step back, really look at the big picture, and think of this as any other type of flu. I know that the symptoms are worse, and I know that this is like a more serious type of flu, going around, and that this could become deadly because we don't have any type of medication to help with this. So it does make it a difficult topic to talk about. But let me tell you my experience with all this going on. As a person that works in the hospital, you see every type of thing, every type of people at different ages. You see a lot, in other words. And my experience with this, in the beginning, I wasn't taking it as serious. I did believe in what everyone was talking about and how they wanted us to take different precautions. But, slowly I started noticing things that were changing around in the hospital and stuff like that. And that's when I became a little bit more aware of how dangerous this is. And, hearing my own doctors, my own nurses and stuff being scared about it, that's when I was like, wow, like these doctors are really scared about what's going on. Like, shouldn't I be scared? And so I started to think about it, and yeah, like it is a scary thing, especially when you're working at the emergency room, because everyone goes there, right? So in my experience, even though my supervisors and stuff were able to move me from a different location for my own safety and stuff, I'm very thankful for that, because I feel more at ease that I won't be in any type of risk in getting any type of disease or anything like that at the moment from being in the emergency department. So going back into the seriousness and stuff, I just want to tell you guys that yes, we need to take this serious. Yes, we need to listen to what they're telling us to do. If we gotta stay home, stay home. There's no reason to be out there. All we want to do is protect our families, especially if we have little ones. In my case, my kids do not go out whatsoever. I am still currently working, but I only work Monday through Friday. So I'm working Monday through Friday, which means when I'm at work, they're at home and they stay inside all day. If there's anything that needs to get done, I do it myself after work. But I try not to go to the stores just to go, you know what I mean? I only buy what I need. I don't overbuy, because people who are overbuying are causing normal people that don't usually panic about stuff are making them panic now, because they go to the stores looking for what they need and there's nothing. They can't find anything. So yeah, washing your hands, taking off clothes before you enter the house, taking off the shoes, putting them somewhere outside the house, spraying them with Lysol or disinfectant is usually what I do. That's my usual routine when I get home. I separate my work clothes from my kids' clothes. Each day is a different day, and I understand that sometimes kids get a little out of control because they can't go outside or they can't do certain stuff, but you just gotta explain to them what's going on in words that they can understand. And that's what I've done. I've explained to my daughter that there's a big germ going around, and that if there's any type of surface the germ can get in it, and that's the main reason why they close the schools, because of the big germ. So they don't want no kids getting infected, and so that's why they had to close the schools, because the big germ is going around everything. Toilets, playgrounds, chairs, desks, you name it. And my daughter was like, oh, okay, you know, like she kind of started to understand a little bit. And I explained to her, look, this is the main reason you need to start washing your hands like every time you touch anything, because literally there can be germs in the places that you're touching, the toys that you're touching. You know, you have to just be very careful. Don't put anything in your mouth. Don't put your hands in the mouth. Don't touch your face, you know. And so she kind of understood it that way. And now every time she wants to, you know, go out or go to the store, whatever it is, I tell her we can't go out because the big germ, remember? The big germ's everywhere. I don't want you touching anything, so that's the reason why we can't go. If there's anything that we need, mommy's gonna go get it, and you're not gonna come along. Like, I'm gonna do this when I'm alone, not when you're with me. And so she understands now a little bit. She's only 5, so, you know, she understood in the type of language that I was using to explain to her. So I'm glad she understood, you know. And, you know, as the days go by, and I spend more time like just reflecting and thinking, I feel that this is the perfect timing. Like, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but in my own personal life, I feel like this brings us, you know, closer as a family. It means that we need to really value what we have and don't take things for granted, you know. Like, if you have that person with you that loves you and whatnot, take care of them, love them, tell them that you love them, and don't let a day go by without telling them, because you just never know what can happen. We can be here today and maybe not tomorrow. And so that's what I've taken in from this experience, just to really appreciate everything that we have at the moment. I feel like this brings a lot. I feel like this brings that we need to become more closer to God. It means that we need to start praying. We need to start reflecting of what we've done and what ways we can better ourselves as a person. And, you know, take it day by day. Take it slow. I don't know, you know, I kind of understand, you know, how many people are feeling about this, because we just don't know for how long, like when this is gonna end, when we'll have this, like when will this all be over. I get it. Like, this is the worst part, you know, living and at the same time not knowing like what's gonna happen, if it's gonna affect any of us today or even tomorrow. You just never know. And it is a scary, dangerous thing to think about. But I say that we take advantage of this time that we have on our hands to really think about everything, and to just realize in what type of situation we are right now. Like, we could literally be just fine and then get sick, you know? And you just don't know from there. So in my words, all I can advise you is to stay positive, take things slow. We will be able to get over this like we have with other stuff. So we shouldn't really be panicking. We just need to take this day by day. And for those that are not working at the moment, I understand that many of you depend on these checks to be able to support your families. But let me tell you, I feel that we should all have that benefit, you know? We should all be able to stay home and be with our family, spend time with them, because you just never know. And not all of us have that opportunity because our jobs are considered essential. For me, I feel at ease knowing that I'm kind of risking my life, but not anymore. But at the same time, I know that there's a bigger reason why I'm there. And that bigger reason is that I'm there for my patients that need me, especially at this time when they're probably feeling lonely because they don't have no family members, or they don't have what we have. They don't have a roof over their heads. They don't have a meal. So I feel that if I'm doing something right, I'm doing it now, because I'm there for my patients and I'm there to speak to them if they need me. I know that I'm doing something good with all this bad going on, And so my heart feels happy, but at the same time, I wish we would just all at the same level would have some opportunity to be able to spend time with our families at some point, because not many of us have that opportunity. And so I just want to say God bless you all, and hopefully you get something positive out of this, and we will be eventually COVID-19 free, and everything will be back to normal, and we'll be able to do our fun stuff, hang out and whatnot. And so yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.